We're about to go live with them as soon as they're done shuffling, resolving mulligans, whatever they're doing, and everything in Matthew's list is relatively normal, except he's got one copy of Crocs and Titan of Death's Hunger. So,
which I'm seeing more and more of. Like, we're seeing this, and not just in Modern. It's actually, Jund Sacrifice is playing that now more. People are removing some of the other stuff in there.
Yeah, so... a bunch of modern decks are actually playing modern standard decks are playing it. So like it's in the Sacrifice deck, it's in the Grixis Fires deck.
Oh, here we go. We're already starting off. Holy cow, what did he play there?
So he's being Inquisitioned and whoa, Teddy's hand is gassed. There's an Earl, there's 2 snakes, there's a Goyf, and there's 1, 2, 3 lands with perfect mana included. So he can paint with all the colors of the wind right now.
Oh, beautiful. So Matthew wanted to see that. He's like, I get to see what you have and get to remove some powerful stuff here. And
right, except this is definitely not what he wanted to see. No. Minus the fact that like a snake can be killed by a Renin 6.
Right.
This is actually looking pretty good for Teddy because 2 of his cards guarantee him 2-for-1s. He gets all of his lands in play, and then like Goyf is just like a big thing by himself, and you know Matthew's red spells can't really do anything about it.
But if you're going to be Matthew right now, you want to know what you want to know that's coming.
Oh,
now you know what to draw for. Now you know what to look for. You're going to go in. You're going to get what you need.
So if they draw, they are both out.
Yes.
No. They are not both out if they draw. However, the person who is in 9th place, that person's tiebreakers make it so that this is not a safe draw. So they actually do need to play this game because if either one of them lose, then they can get snuck up on by the player who is in 9th.
Right, so that's why they really wanted to play. So,
and then the Spark, yes, what up? Yes, Azorius Spirits guy. I am,
what is this?
That is going no.
You've got your. Is this your mom? That's your mom, isn't it? Spark is your mom.
My mom is super, super deeply religious and does not approve of the fact that I play spirits. She knows. She does not approve.
So if they draw, no, it's not that if. Oh, okay, wait, that was already answered.
That's what I just addressed there. So if they draw, then either of these players can be snuck up on by the player who is currently in knife.
So the last thing they want to do is to do that. So.
But yeah, so this is okay. So he does have the Renin 6 to potentially kill a resolved snake. So here Teddy's probably just going to go ahead, play a land, and then jam a Goyf and then dare him to do something about it.
Right.
A Goyf will come out at 1-2, and it would be a 3-4 if that is the line we take here. And the best part about this is, there it is. Wow. And so if he plays a 3-4 and all Matthew has is a lightning bolt, there's no instant in the graveyard.
Nope.
So that plus a Renin 6 ping isn't good enough to kill him.
No.
So for hilarity's sake, I kind of want to see that come up, but I highly doubt Matthew's going to do that at the X1 table.
Now, I haven't seen that version of that card before. Which one is that?
What, the Tarmogoyf?
That's Tarmogoyf. Okay.
That's the original Tarmogoyf from Future Sight. That's the first one. The OG.
I haven't seen that type, so I was like, wait, I know what Tarmo looks like. It's just one of those weird days.
Yeah, no, that is what Tarmogoyf is, quote, supposed to look like.
Yes. I remember when Magic was... I wasn't playing at the time, but I remember when that came out, I was like, that looks stupid. Oh, there we go.
All right, so we got a Liliana and get rid of that thing. So we got 2 Planeswalkers up, and now things are looking a little bit rough here. But,
what do you mean, for Teddy?
Yeah. So Teddy's not actually going to go ahead and cast his Uro. So let's see what he's got as far as reactive spells go instead.
Well, I mean, is he thinking that maybe
that's actually
he wants...
funny. Matthew did have a lightning bolt in hand.
Yeah. Is he thinking maybe about trying to feel the ruin and try to get one of these...
Well, that could be a thing, but like Renin 6 being on the table already kind of negates that from being a real line of play. That could be what Teddy's playing for, but if it is, that's not the best.
It's not the best play, but I... Oh, okay. I was like, holy cow, that's what he's doing.
Oh, it's
all right, well, that makes better.
So it's end of turn snake.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to catch this bolt, but Teddy's still going to draw his card. What do we got going on here?
I think he's on...
Are
we field of the... Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you... Oh, nope, he is.
Goodbye Stomping Ground. Hello Black Source, probably.
Yeah.
So
maybe a red. He might pull it. Oh,
no. I mean, out of Teddy's end. Oh, he's getting a blue.
Okay.
No, because like Matthew's mana is pretty much set. Like he's got fetches, he's got Renin 6. Like Matthew's mana is good, but Teddy may have been using the Field of Ruins there simply to fix his own mana because it was pretty terrible up until just now.
Sultai Snow, I've not seen this deck before, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like a thing on Moto, but like, it's one of those things that you kind of catch out in the wild every now and then. It's not something that...
Which you would want to bring to a regional like this to try to sneak your way in, and it may not be prepared for. And...
Right. Like, I mean, knowing Teddy, he's probably been playing it on Magic Online for like a month or two now.
So...
Alright, so we got Ren and 6, get back more lands. That Peet land's gonna look real good. Getting something other than Peet land. Calling me surprised. Okay, I'm surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Alright, whatever. We just might not need it yet. Scour Self, okay. Assassin's Trophy down. Second Thought Scour down.
Wow.
Yeah, so... Now this is looking a little bit rough, though, because we still got to do something about this Ren and 6 that's currently at 7 loyalty. That Retrace... yeah, actually, that's exactly what I would say about this matchup too, Mattis. Is that, you know, Jund has Planeswalkers, but Sultai has the card advantage. Specifically, Ren and 6 is usually better card advantage than anything the color combination of Sultai has the ability to produce. But at the same time, just being able to cast like Cryptic Command is just straight gas. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens over the, I guess, second half or longer phase term of the game here. But at least for now, Ren and 6 is being bounced and Teddy's catching back up by a card.
Yep.
So at least for now, the whole Retrace thing is not going to be a thing.
Well, I mean, here's my question. I mean, doesn't Teddy in Sultai Snow, he's got to have some way to get rid of the graveyard, right?
So he's probably got like a Scavenging Ooze or two. Let me see. In the main, it looks like the answer is actually no.
Ooh. Okay, so that could be, yeah. And I don't see a Scavenging Ooze inside.
Yeah, there's just 2 Surgical Extractions and a Kalitas as far as things that have interactions with the graveyard there.
He might actually be a little bit, you know, now that he, you know, knows that he's playing Ren and 6, he's going to have a tougher, because how many Ren and 6s is Matt running?
Probably 3. That's the standard belt amount. It is, in fact, 3.
Okay, cool. Uro for his own graveyard. True. Yeah, he's not happy, but he's all right. He's like...
Right, like, it's this is not...
Oh, Liliana's gone.
Yeah. Well, no, he just overwrote Liliana.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, because he got it off of the Bloodbraid's Cascade.
Nice.
So Teddy does...
So I think Matthew's kind of starting to snowball.
Yeah. So Jund is currently just doing Jund things, and Teddy, thanks to, in part, his cards that are weaker than Ren and 6 and his unfortunate
Teddy goes down to 8.
Just, you know, is currently in between rock and hard place. So that is going to go to 6. And
wow.
Let's see what he does with this 4 mana here. Is it reflashing Uro? Sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
Or escaping, not flashbacking.
Right.
Wrong, extremely similar mechanic.
Well, I mean, so he goes back up to 11. He's got a 6/6 body on the field.
Oh, no, he's at 6.
Oh, he's
so
6?
He's only going up to 9.
Oh, okay.
But he still gets to draw a card, potentially put a land on the table, go from 6 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so no land. But we'll see if one of those cards was like maybe a Fatal Push or something, so that he can like do some fighting back. Like Earl's not going to be long for this world, thanks for Liliana. But like a copy of Fatal Push being drawn here is going to end up doing him pretty good. So let's take a look, see, and then kind of see what comes of Matthew's main phase here.
Ooh,
okay, so
Ren
he's just
and
gonna
6.
so he's just gonna rinse and reuse the Ren and 6.
Yeah.
Sultai is the new Jund, but after seeing this, I'm not that sure. Yeah, specifically Ren and 6 is just absolutely absurd. Like that card is really good, but like other than actual Ren and 6, a lot of Sultai's cards do line up very well with the rest of the format.
So what's he bringing back? That foil?
Oh, that's Overgrown Tomb. That's one of the
Showcase,
Expedition.
Right? Yes, Expedition. You're right.
I'm like,
oh, there it goes.
Oh, so he didn't even use Liliana's. Okay. Okay, so there was a Fatal Push.
Yep. So Teddy's going to take...
Just 3.
Yeah, he's
so
taking 3 back down to 6.
Yep. But I do think that a lot of Sultai specifically, I think their cards line up well with the rest of the format. beating a Renin 6 is a lot to ask for Sultai, but I think the rest of the format is more than manageable for that deck.
Oh, so exile 5 more to try to bring Euro back out, get another 3 life. So the last turn just didn't happen.
Right. So more life, more cards.
Yep.
Also, I disliked it from playing Tron. A strong dislike against Renin 6 since I started playing it. Infect. Infect is probably not a deck that appreciates Renin 6 too much, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, a second Blood Braid? Nah.
No.
Or at least not for now.
And it goes away now because of Liliana.
Yeah, so Liliana's going to do her tick down. Renin 6 is going to presumably tick up. Oh, nah. Ooh. So it looks like you were actually right, Bobby Brother. Yeah. There was, in fact, a second Blood Braid in. Oh, that's... Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, that is a large oof.
Down to 5, right?
Nah, those are both 3 power.
Oh,
2 toughness.
Toughness. Oh, okay, 2 toughness. So
yeah.
Down to 5.
No. Down to 3. He's attacking for 6.
Oh, okay. 2 toughness. My bad.
Yeah.
Brain fry. So, yeah, down to 3.
No, he actually did -2. That's why the Earl was in the graveyard instead of on the table, because Teddy did use the escape mechanic last turn. So Liliana did her -2.
And he can do it again, I think. He's probably got enough in his graveyard.
I don't know if he's got enough in the yard or not. Was that a Goyf?
Oof.
Yeah, this is not pretty.
No.
So Liliana can just use her final takedown to just finish that Goyf off.
Yes.
Oh, he fatal pushed her. No, he fatal pushed the Earl one turn, and then the following turn he used Liliana's takedown to kill it a second time. Okay, so he does have the snake for Liliana's ability, so he draws the card, gets rid of the snake. Now he's still got his Goyf, and that Goyf can maybe block something profitably if he's also got a... Oh, there is a fatal push in hand, okay. So he can at least... That's still 3. Okay, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, that's still lethal. What
so what was the Goyf's power and toughness on that?
I want to say 5-6, but I don't actually know.
Yeah. That was a good match. So what are we sideboarding in, do we think, here? I mean, for Matt, it's...
Yeah, Teddy was dead a bunch of ways, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to do many. I mean, it'd be very interesting to see what he brings in here.
Actually, out of his board, this board is actually kind of sweet. So what do we got going on here? We got 2 Surgicals, 2 Ashioks, 2 copies of Veil of Summer, both of which those are going to come in, 2 Mystical Disputes, 1 Dead of Winter, 2 Weather the Storm, a Kalitas, which I actively love, and 3 copies of Aether Gust, which are also pretty good here.
So Matthew's actually sideboarding out. He's at 5 right now, 4. So I kind of wonder what he's bringing in here. Maybe a couple of boils? Or the boil... What?
Let's see, we got Damning Spear, Ashioks, a Hunt Master, 2 copies of Pillage, 1 Liliana the Last Hope, which I actively like against Snake Iceman Coatl, a Collector Oof, a Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Plague Engineers, 2 Angers, and a Boil.
Yeah, I gotta figure the Graf's coming in to undo Uro.
If he decides that he cares enough about Uro to use Grafdigger's Cage, he could do that. But what I think is actually going to come in is just Liliana Last Hope and the one-off Boil.
No, he's got 4. Look at that. He's got 5 sitting right there that he's sideboarding out.
5?
Yeah. So damping won't do him any good, will it?
No, damping doesn't do anything.
What about the Plague Engineer? What does that do?
Plague Engineer. So you name a creature. It's literally Engineer Plague, except on a creature.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 2/2 guy, and when it comes into play, you name a creature type, and then that type on the opposing side of the table gets -1/-1.
Oh, okay.
So here it doesn't do anything. You could name like Naga or Snake to get Iceman Coatl, but that's the only creature it actually kills. It has Death Touch, which is okay, I guess. But here, I don't know why he's putting in 5 cards. I mean, he could be putting in
like Ashiok,
the 2 Ashiok, a Boil, a Liliana, and
what are the Pillages going to do for him?
Yes, he could be putting in Grafdigger's Cage, but I don't like it.
I'm not a big fan of it either. It seems like...
Yeah, exactly. So I'm agreeing with Mattis here.
Then again, he might be doing Pillage, too. I mean, to be able to kill some of the lands...
that sounds very medium to me.
It's medium, yeah. But I mean...
I don't like it.
Oh, I'm not saying it's the right card.
Yeah. So... Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with Mattis here, where it says I wouldn't side in a card being graphic.
I don't think he needed to sideboard in 5 cards. I'm still kind of just amazed you sideboarded out 5. Like, what cards would be in your deck that are dead? You know, it makes
Almost
no sense.
none of these.
Yeah.
So
he's got a great matchup on this.
like against Teddy specifically, I would side out Croxa.
Right.
And I would side out. Is that seriously a Soul Guide Lantern in here? Oh man, that's I gotta read something today.
Yeah, he had a Soul Guide Lantern in there.
Okay. So yeah, so I guess those are going to be the ones that I would say to come out here is like the Croxa and the Soul Guide Lantern for only the Boyle and the Liliana Lasso.
Right.
And so I mean, I see why Soul Guide Lantern would be probably a little bit better than Relic of Progenitus because it only exiles their graveyard.
Right.
But like I would not want either of those effects against Teddy's deck, even having seen Uro. Oh, thank you, MTG Steve. But Plague Engineer is one of my favorite cards printed in a while. I have a savage love-hate relationship with that card because it is very, very good. Like, the card's respectable, and it is just fair enough to do what it needs to do in Modern.
So no Mulls. So we're going to go.
I play a tribal deck, so I hate it.
I mean, I could see bringing in Plague Engineer maybe for the Death Touch aspect too, like to kind of slow him down a little bit. At a 3-drop, 2/2 Death Touch, and it's good, and he names the right creature. If he names a snake, well, you know, there's a little bit of value there.
Yeah, like I can see it. I don't like it, but I can see it.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, like, there's a lot you don't like. No.
I mean, that's actually true. That is not a hot take. There is a lot I don't actually like. I'm
sorry, we can't all play Bad Spirit or Azorius Spirits. It's not going to happen.
I like other decks too. That's okay. I need to have opponents too. I get it.
You almost made me spit.
Sorry. I'm not. All right, what do we got going?
All right, so
if he did side in that Dead of Winter and Uro is the spells. And what do we got going on? A Watery Grave,
I gotta think he's taking Goyf.
No, he's definitely taking a Goyf.
Yeah.
I mean, he could take Uro if he already has a copy of like Fatal.
And does it exile? Well, wait, does that exile?
Nah.
So I would take Goyf because you want.
Oh, wait a minute. What was? Oh no, I'm sorry. There was a snake. He took the snake.
Okay.
My bad. I didn't know that he already.
And he cast a Goyf, which is fine.
It's a Precious Tribal, which is like people like playing healthy for the format. So I think it's not great for the format, and this is coming from a Jund player. That's kind of fair. Like I do actively like I said, I'm biased. I play a tribal deck, whatever. But at the same time, people just plain old like playing their fun tribal decks. Like people love elves, people love goblins, people love, well, to some extent, humans.
I think humans is done though now. I mean,
I said to some extent.
Yeah, I mean it's at this point
it's not done.
You're not seeing
but it's
it.
definitely tier 2.
Yeah.
Like it still shows up.
It's not boggles by any stretch.
It's not that dead. You're right.
I mean, this is good. Hey, listen, I was playing Izzet Phoenix for a while. I know.
I mean,
I was on that bandwagon, man. I lived on that bandwagon.
You know, funny story. So, because Teddy Gibbons happens to be the one on camera, he's also from the town I'm from Syracuse.
Right.
And me and my team for one of the SCG Philly Open, and Teddy and his team all went down to the event in the same car. Oh, so this is like a 500-mile drive, right? Of course, who do we? That's the Goyf you're used to seeing. These new little kid Goyfs with the new board.
Shut up, man. What's wrong with you?
Your newfangled Tamagoyfs that don't even attack for 3 on turn.
Listen, I got peanut brittle for you and ribbon candy. You're gonna be fine. All right. Stop telling kids to get off your lawn and let's call this match.
These newfangled Tamagoyfs.
Okay, so there's a Thoughtseize. And what do we got? A drawn into lock? Oh, it's a snake. That might actually be better. And it's okay. Discard this Uro or this Dead of Winter when I'm up on creatures. Nice.
Yeah.
So this Thoughtseize is in effect. Teddy super does not.
I don't think he wants to put the Euro in the graveyard anyway for life.
I'm sure. Well, Euro in the graveyard is better than Euro in the hand.
Well, especially he's only got 2 in the graveyard. He doesn't have the 4 yet to cast it. There's no green. There's no green out yet either. So yeah, he's.
Well, no. The reason that he probably wanted to take
he did put the Euro in graveyard.
At least he doesn't want Teddy to be able to use Earl twice.
Yes, that's a good point.
Because Dead of Winter doesn't really do much when Teddy's the one who's up on creatures.
Yeah.
So like that was kind of whatever. But at least with this specific scenario, Teddy isn't just getting to rinse and reuse the Earl. He can only reuse it.
So he's cracking that. Let's go find some land.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and play something which I assume is gonna be named Ren and 6.
Yes. Does he have Ren and 6 in hand?
We'll find out.
Again, if this was poker, we'd have a camera.
Right. And then we need the pocket cam.
Yes, that'd be great.
Yeah, just not Japanese foot.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Steve, I know who you are now. Perfect. What up? Is it a Ren and 6? It is.
It's Ren and 6.
All right. So goodbye, Snake.
Everybody died. I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Right.
But by now.
Right.
Oh, he's cracking his fetch. And...
Yeah. So he's just gonna go ahead and get some other island because we know about the Mystic Sanctuary already, and then he untaps. And if he happens to draw like a Fatal Push or something to clear out his Goyf, that Ren and 6 is extra dead.
Yeah.
So let's see if that's what Teddy gets to do here. Let's see what's up with this draw step.
It always fascinates me at this level where they cut and don't shuffle each other's decks.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Never didn't have it.
But by now.
What was that? Extra dead? Got it.
Yeah.
Is Matt playing Dark Confidant? He's not. So the only places that he's playing are 4 Blood Braids, 4 Tarmogoyfs. Yeah, the full 4 Blood Braid Elves.
Right. 4
Tarmogoyfs, 2 Scavenging Oozes, a Cletus, and a Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. That being what was probably a... what am I thinking of? A Dark Confidant spot, but... You know, both Ren and 6 and Walking Ballista being all over the place kind of nixed that. I feel kind of bad for poor Bob because that card was super great for really... Oh, there's an Ashiok.
Oh, here we go. And bye-bye Graveyard. Bye-bye Euro.
Well, not before Mystic Sanctuary rescues this Fatal Push. So.
Right.
So Teddy will at least get to rescue that.
But 1 Euro down. How many Euros does he got in his deck? Is he running full play?
Oh, no, it's Ashiok. I'm sorry?
Is he running full?
He is running the full set of Earls,
Okay,
yes.
so we could still see Euro, but
yeah,
I don't think Matthew, because this is not a standard, meta deck, I don't think he's playing, he might figure 1 or 2 and get kind of overconfident too. Like, I don't know anybody would assume that you have 4 Euros in your deck. Not many people are running 4 in much of it that I've seen today. 3, 2, because it's legacy, you don't want to, or legendary, you don't want to go crazy, but...
Right.
So, I mean, what I'd love to see... Oh, hello, beautiful.
Goodbye, Tom.
Yeah. He doesn't want push. Well, he had to mill.
No.
Mattis, he had to mill that. What are the players' graveyards? That's the places where creatures go to die.
Right. So currently,
that's not important right now.
Teddy's graveyards are only the 2 cards.
Yeah.
And the Scavenging Ooze is dead, so that mostly doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But Matthew, I believe, has 4 types of cards in his graveyards.
Yes.
And then for Teddy, no, we actually see 2 copies of Mystic Sanctuary.
Okay.
But the actual answer is that he's playing 3 total copies. So he is playing 3 Mystic Sanctuaries in there. But no, actually, the reason I wanted him to get a Mystic Sanctuary is because he knew that he was being milled with the little Ashiok. I couldn't think of the Planeswalker's name. So, like, if you use that, put Fatal Push on top, and then the Ashiok used the effect, you now effectively only have to mill the 3 cards.
Assassin's Trophy on Lily. So, here comes the land.
But we'll see what comes of this. What was that?
He Assassin Trophy.
No. The card Teddy just drew.
I have no idea. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
So, and at some point we missed it. He got rid of Ashiok too.
Yeah, he just had Well, he attacked the Ashiok down,
okay.
and the Liliana caught an Assassin's Trophy.
Okay.
More Blood Braids into what is that? Inquisition. Oh, got him. Yeah. So Teddy's gonna take 2, but now it's gonna be 2 cards to 1 if we. Oh, sweet, Spirit Fingers. So now what's Teddy looking at as far as cards are concerned?
So he's playing
a Sanctuary to rescue an Archmage's Charm, probably?
Yep.
So now we've got some...
And I mean, it looks like Matthew's top decking now.
Yeah. So like Matthew's the one top decking now. And
that's not good.
Depending on what is in Teddy's hand, this could go either like relatively poorly for him or just, really poorly for Matthew. Like, if that happens to be like a cryptic command in his hand, then this game is actually
welcome to game 3.
Yeah, like
Thanks
this game's
playing.
pretty much over. There's the soul guide. He kept that in?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Alrighty then.
Sure. So, for anybody who hasn't read that card, it's basically Relic of Progenitus, except when you pop it, they don't get to draw, nobody draws a card, and it only targets their graveyards, not your own.
Right.
So, there is a draw card mode, but you either draw a card.
So, what did he exile?
He hasn't done anything with it yet.
Because that's a tap effect, too, which is nice. Just to do spot graveyard removal. I mean, if you want to get rid of the whole thing. Problem is, Teddy's got enough mana to be able to probably pull something out. Oh,
like a snake?
Like a snake. Those damn snakes. Or darn snakes. Darn. I said darn.
Yeah, this is the point where Sultai's pulling ahead. Yeah, definitely. Like, all of these 2-for-1s, all the card advantage, that Veil of Summer basically hard countering a discard spell. All of these things are definitely adding up to Teddy clawing himself back into this game. And Teddy's even up on mana. So
I think Matthews hit a mana screw, and I think he's trying to stay alive as much as he can, but Teddy's got his engine running.
He's got all the tools now. Matthews severely down on resources here, and that's actually I was gonna say that's not that bad.
No.
So now Teddy gets to untap and have all the mana for spell plus Archmage's Charm, and
is that another Goyf?
Yeah, it's another Goyf. Yeah. So now I would actually like to check and see what the power and toughness of this thing is, but ban Veil of Summer.
No.
I like blue way too much to not want to ban Veil of Summer.
Everybody wants to ban Veil of Summer, but you know, play around it.
Don't get me wrong. The card is really, 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 really sick.
Oh, he just drew an aura. Another aura.
Yeah. And he's got the mana to both Uro and Flash It Back, too. Are there 3 total green sources? No, there's only 2 total green sources, so he actually can't Flash It Back with... Oh, no, Astrolabe.
Astrolabe, yeah.
Right, wrong format. I just assume Astrolabes
and he put a green down anyway. Oh, nope. Yep. There we go. So Teddy's going to go up to 15 here.
Oh.
And he's going to get to draw cards for days.
So far up on cards now.
Teddy had to pull... I think Teddy had a really good draw.
Blue and black are too strong. I mean, I'm just hype out here for them to print like a really, really insane white card to do things about things that are... or a red card to do something about things that are both green and blue. Because
I'm tired of green having all the toys.
Green and blue is definitely like the combo right now and has been for some time.
There we go.
Oh man, an Oro and a Goyf against the do nothing hit.
Yeah. Sweep.
Makes sense.
We're going to game 3.
I agree with that one, Matthew. Pack it up.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I said, I think Matthew sideboarded too much. He really
like the Soul Guide Lantern. I understand wanting to do something about Oro, but like I don't know that like that was just full necessary.
Well, I think it's one thing if you're going to do it. It's another thing if you're not going to pop it. Like it's. If you're going to use a Soul Guide Lantern, then pay the 1 mana and get rid of...
solve the
draw
problem.
The card.
Yeah, like not to draw the card, like exile the graveyard. Like solve the problem you made it to draw.
It doesn't exile the graveyard, though.
No, if you tap it, yeah. You have to sacrifice it, though. How did Quaddle kill that BB? I think Quaddle has Death Touch because he had a bunch of Snowlands, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, I was playing that wrong. Sacrifice
because,
Soul Guard.
No. Remember that Arkham's Astrolabe counts as a snow permanent.
Yes.
So all you need is 2 Astrolabes and 1 land, and that's your 3 snow permanents for Death Touch. So like, exactly, yeah. So like Astrolabes count towards your snow permanent total. So just the 1 land with those 2 count as good enough.
No, it's not your bad, dude. Listen, okay. Modern is clear as mud. Let's face it. All right,
it's all right. It's like there were
we're all behind the curve on this.
There were a ton of things happening there, and that one is one that is honestly very.
All right, so it looks like Matthew's kind of re-sideboarding himself a little bit. He's pulling 3. Looks like he's pulling 3 out, putting 3.
What are the players' records? So right now we're actually looking at a win and in for these guys are currently in 7th and 8th place. So we're looking at 5. And 1 and 1 table?
Yes.
Yes.
So right now, Yeah, I mean, for the most part, the top 8 is mostly done. Obviously, I mean, people are doing what they do with the draws and everything else.
Right.
People are, I mean, these guys, and probably table 5.
4. This is 4.
This was table, yeah. These guys, and probably table 4 or 5, whichever one it is. They have to, they're the ones really like, we got to win this. I got to win this to get in here. So
Right. Yeah, so this is definitely a true win-in.
Yeah.
Green cards have had way too much love recently. I agree.
Yeah.
Hence why they have to keep banning green cards in formats. 1-mana Cryptic Command's a bit good. Yeah, seriously. Like, counter your spell, draw a card, and make it so that you can't touch my stuff for the rest of the turn. A little egregious.
I really think the play team is just like, we love green. We're fans.
Which, I mean,
Yeah.
to some extent isn't all that terrible because, like...
Did he mulligan?
I believe so. Let's find
So he mulliganed. Oh, wow.
out. I think.
So we're about to go here. Matthew.
Let's see. Is this a mulligan or is this just like a full...
Because I didn't see Matthew do a cut on Teddy. I just saw Teddy cut Matthew. All right.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I guess we're going.
That's what we get the one time I look away, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're just keeping 7s.
Yep. And what a lovely tea party it
Andre,
is.
you hate forests. That is definitely
Yes.
true.
They're banning islands, though, on Monday, guys, in all
we not?
formats.
So this is not surprising to anybody watching this who knows me.
What do we got?
Well, we got an Inquisition. So we got Dead of Winter, Cryptic Command, Fatal Push, an Ice Fang Coatl, and 1/2/3 lands. One of which
Not the, he might have wanted to see a little bit of bigger. It's almost like Teddy was expecting the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Nobody expects the Inquisition. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're punchy here. But no, yeah. Did he, is Matthew getting any value for this, or?
I mean, he's probably taking a Fatal Push because his next drop's probably going to be a Goy or
Right.
something. But outside of that, this is a pretty medium thing here. And if he doesn't have a Goy, he probably just takes the Snake to prevent a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
But-
I'd probably get the Snake, yeah. I don't know, Fatal Push is...
I think this
hate
is another
Fatal
context matters.
Yeah.
So, if he has
What's
a
he
Ren
have in his
6 for
hand?
turn
Yeah.
3, he can just take the Snake and know that Ren 6 can kill it.
Right.
If he has a Goyf in hand but no Ren 6, then you take the Fatal Push.
Right.
So we'll find out what he
If you have neither, you sit there now and look at your cards. And then,
Well, if you have neither, you take
Yeah,
the Snake.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did he...
Yeah, he took the
the Snake, okay.
What's he got? Liliana,
He's got a Lily.
Raging Ravines. Is that a Scavenging Goose?
Yeah, he's got a lot of land, which I guess you need in this.
Well, you kind of want here, so.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think Matt should decide to discard out of the deck as he should be doing in the Jund Mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know that I disagree with that. Yeah, because I don't know, when everything is a 2-for-1, if you're playing any 1-for-1s, then you eventually, fall behind on card value.
Right.
So, I definitely, that's a really solid rule, and it definitely applies in Jund Mirrors. That's super true. Because everything I have is either a big creature or a Kolaghan's command effect. Yeah. Well, now I'm playing really bad 1-for-1 effects. Whoops. Alright, so let's see what's up here. Okay, just Sanctuary tapped. Makes sense. Probably wasn't getting value out of that for 100 years now.
What's that? Did he get another little? Is that a little? No, it can't be if he's thinking about casting it.
Oh, no, that's an Overgrown Tomb.
Yep.
Again, with these expeditions, still fairly hard to see them and know what they all do.
Hey, there she is.
Okay, Fatal Push down. So we got the lovely untap. Now let's see what's Teddy working with. Okay, so mana's in a turn.
Yeah.
Opponent's top decking Cryptics and you top decking Inquisition. Yeah, exactly. That's not where you want to be in life. Scalding Tarn. Yeah, that was an Overgrown Tomb that we saw.
Yeah, not a Scalding Tarn. I want another 3 Scalding Tarns. I have one.
Oh, okay. You mean in your personal collection?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is he discarding?
Yeah. And just ticked up Liliana, get rid of Swamp. Teddy got rid of Dead of Winter. Makes sense. There's no creatures on the table. And then he can rescue later copies with Mystic Sanctuary anyway.
Oh.
Alright, so there's news. And a Blood Crypt.
All right.
Good night, Sweet Prince.
Good night, ooze. But that's a bait. that right there, he's baiting. He knew he had to push. You know, that would be my... Yeah, oh.
So how many cards are actually in Matthew's hand? Is that just 2 now?
It looks like 2.
It is. So that's kind of cool because Teddy actually has a cryptic command. So... so depending on what... Okay, fine. A Maelstrom Pulse down, okay. I was going to say, so depending on what Matthew has here, yep, bounce draw. All right, goodbye, Lily. No, wrong pile.
Yeah. He'll let you put it in the graveyard. He'd love that. Like, Merry Christmas to me.
Right? It's like, this isn't where it goes, but I won't complain. Yeah. Nice old trick. Yeah, I was hoping, Mattis. I was hoping. I definitely wanted to see some anti-Liliana cryptic shenanigans go down.
Oh, allows it to resolve.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he only gets so many counter spells, right? So now we're going to get back the cryptic command with a Mystic Sanctuary, and then if Teddy's lucky, then he gets to go for the full get him on the Liliana. So yeah, so both of y'all watching, don't lose hope on this one. We still have a chance to get the full cryptic value on this Liliana. Right. So I'm gonna keep the finger crossed because I love seeing stuff like that happen.
Yeah,
I love to get them. Oh no, there's a Ren in 6. Once again, boo.
Does he have a... Oh, he has a 2-mount, so yeah, I guess he has a green.
Oh yeah, he's actually got 2 greens because the other land's a Raging River.
Right. Uh-oh.
No, that's fine. It's just a bounce draw on that. So let's see if he can... Perfect mana.
And a Goyf. Goyf is seeing a lot of love today.
Yeah, Goyf,
Wow. Wow, Lord Gates this. That's
Yo, not even mad. Ted has more lands than Dre's hair on his head.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I have to chime in. That was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Not even mad. Oh, drawing the lock counters a Liliana for good this time. So now Teddy's got a copy of Tarmogoyf just pretty much unopposed in like a Ren and 6.
And he looks like
5? Like a Ren and 6 is pretty unimpressive in the face of a giant Tarmogoyf.
So I think he's got 5 creatures. Was that what that dice says? Or is that 2? Thank you guys.
I don't know what the dice says, but let's see. We got land, planeswalker, instant, sorcery, creature, and I do not believe there's an artifact in Teddy's yard. So it was a 5/6 past tense.
Yes. Wow.
Right.
That's beautiful.
0 out of 10 mad.
And then there's a follow-up.
Yeah, so Raging Ravine's going to get in for 4, but now this Tarmogoyf's going to be a little bit better than that. So if Matthew just makes a land drop and does nothing else with his turn, Teddy's got some real potential with this last Mystic Sanctuary here.
But so Dre has more kids than Ted has lands, so who's the real winner? Wow.
Man.
I get the feeling you know Lord Genzus. So.
Oh, I assume I do, yeah.
Is that your mom?
But yeah, but I would say Lord Genzus. I'm still not paying child support, so you just got to hold that. So now we got a cryptic command here, a Raging Ravine that's trying to raise Tarmogoyf, which, Matthew's definitely ahead on life, so that's working currently. So now we'll see if we want to just do something like... Okay, so he's just going to take this damage.
Wow.
Which is actually not even that bad here.
No.
Because if he taps all the mana for it another time, and then just fires up the Raging Ravine again and attacks, then Teddy can just go ahead and bounce the Raging Ravine, draw a card, and be all the way up on tempo. So if that's the route he goes with... Oh, Thought Scour? Yeah, that's actually...
Smart call.
So if that's the route Teddy's got to go with here, then...
I mean, it's looking like Matthew is in a real hurt right here.
Yeah, he's super down on resources, and honestly, Cryptic Command is just better than most of his deck.
Yeah.
So playing land was a bad move.
Drinking milk was a bad choice.
Sanctuary is so good with that is
Yes,
super true. That
you're
is
not wrong.
That's the combo right there. Inquisition.
The Inquisition.
Here we go. Oh, now I gotta go home and watch that. I know. It's so good. So for most of you, because I assume y'all are too young to know what we're talking about.
History of the World Part 1.
It is. It's an insane Mel Brooks movie from I want to say like 1984.
It's 1982.
82?
Let's not discuss it.
Oh, yeah. But it's very, very, very funny.
Yes,
But it is not for
very
younger
adult.
audiences.
Yes, very adult.
It is not for younger audiences.
And made it a different time. They get away with some jokes you cannot do now.
It is not a 2020 friendly movie.
No.
Double cryptic?
Wow.
Teddy, yes! Oh, man. Great.
And where's the handshake?
Oh, we'll see it in a little bit, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, man.